Lux your way with the Lux Cravings boxes from Taco Bell. There's the classic $5 box, the indulgent $7 box, and a whole new obsession in the $9 box, the Flamin' Hot Grilled Cheese Burrito. Try the Lux Cravings boxes at Taco Bell today.
How's your day going?
Going good, thank you, yes.
Check out the all-new Blue and Orange store at the Boise State Hall of Fame. The Blue and Orange store has your best game day gear. We're talking jerseys, hats, bumper stickers, car flags, more than 4,000 hats on the hat wall. If you want the best Boise State gear, make sure you check out the Blue and Orange store online at theblueandorangestore.com or the all-new Blue and Orange store down at the Boise State Allen Noble Hall of Fame.
As sports fans, we may cheer for different teams, but there's one thing that we can all agree on. We want the game to be big. And with 3 levels, 30 cabanas, a 143-foot screen, 6 clean pools, and endless cold drinks, it doesn't get any bigger or any better than Stadium Swim in Las Vegas. All sports, all seasons. It's more than a pool deck. Stadium Swim. It's the only thing like it in the world.
Really, guys?
What? Jackson's always has his game ready.
Let's go!
It's the all-wheel drive event at Lithia Ford of Boise. From hunting trips to ski trips to trips to Grandma's house. Nobody does AWD like LFB, Lithia Ford of Boise, where Ford begins in Idaho.
Find your sun with Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Cold, refreshing, and made for moments like these all year long. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
When I want Boise State to win, I trust Coach Rice to lead the Broncos to victory.
And when I want the best painting and garage floor coating, I trust rowpaint.com to get that job done right.
It's time for the Jacksons Postgame Show on Bronco Nation News. We're breaking down the game with highlights, interviews, analysis, and most importantly, you. Give your thoughts on the game in the ICCU YouTube chat. Or leave us a message on the Signature Roofing voice box at speakpipe.com/BNN. The BNN Postgame Show is presented by Jacksons, where you can get a 99-cent 16-ounce coffee or refill with Let's Go Rewards. Need snacks or a cold drink? Visit one of the 300 Jacksons locations today. BNN broadcasts come from the Sun Cruiser Studios. Sunny days call for Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea, made with real iced tea and real vodka. It's refreshingly smooth and easy to drink. Crack open a Sun Cruiser and let the good times cruise. Bronco Nation News is presented by our title sponsor, Lithia Ford of Boise, and our major sponsors, Taco Bell, Idaho Central Credit Union, RoadPaint.com, and the Blue and Orange Store. At Lithia Ford of Boise, we're proud to stand with Boise State Athletics. Through our NIL marketing partnerships, we're investing in the future of student athletes. Lithia Ford of Boise, here to get you there, wherever that may be. Lithia Ford of Boise, where Ford begins in Idaho. Now, let's go courtside to the Sun Cruiser Studios and join BJ Rains for the Jacksons Postgame Show on Bronco Nation News.
Well, a meaningless basket at the buzzer unless you had 6 or 6.5 for your spread. I think 5.5 ended a lot of places, but for the first time in a couple of weeks, positive vibes leaving ExtraMile Arena.
Yes.
Positive handshakes. The Broncos celebrating a win over Colorado State. The final score 79-73. How we doing, folks? BJ Rains, Abe Jackson with you. This is the Jacksons Postgame Show with Abe Jackson and BJ Rains here from the Sun Cruiser Studios. For the first time, Abe, in a couple of weeks, like I said, we get to have a happy postgame chat here, a little more positive in the chat.
Yeah.
And 79-73, the final. Kind of, it's in a lot of ways built off some of the things they had done against UNLV, but kind of pushed it across the finish line tonight. Pretty nice win.
It was a nice win, and they got it having to battle back too. I mean, they gave up the lead, a 12-point lead in the second half. They gave it up by 1, and then the next possession, Dylan Andrews hits a huge 3 to put the Broncos back on top. So it wasn't just one that they would run away with. They got tested. I mean, they had the lead, then they gave it up, and then instead of some of the other games that we've seen that lead just kind of blow up for the other team, Broncos fought back and have a nice win, and the schedule is set up pretty nice now with this win where you can run off a few in a row.
And shout out Dylan Andrews. I wanted to ask you about him, and he's been out here after some of these tough games. I know it was tough for him at times, but he was coming out here shooting, and here it is after a win when he has a great game, and here's Dylan Andrews out here still putting up shots and still doing his same routine out here as well.
I think he's done that after every home game.
Yeah.
I've seen him out here after every home game, win or a loss, and so he has his routine. And you know what I really like about what he's done is he just looks more in control with his decision-making in the last 2 games. Even though they didn't get the win at UNLV, the offense looked much, much better than it had the 3 previous games. And a lot of that has to do with Dylan Andrews and his decision-making because he's the point guard. He's the one who starts the offense and makes the majority of those decisions. No turnovers against the Rebels, only 1 against Colorado State. So that goes a long way.
And we've been talking about this, why they had to get him going at some point, because if this team is going to win a lot of games and do what folks expect him to do, he was going to have to be a big part. And I think he showed in the last game, but certainly tonight when he is playing at the level that he played at UCLA and that you think he can play, he makes a massive difference for this team.
He does, and I like it when he's taking that 8 to 11 shots a game. I think that's a good amount of shots. When he starts getting up to that 16, 17, you think those probably more bad.
We got Eli and
shots.
Easton, the whole Dickey crew. They're leaving happy here. They're leaving happy here. Bronco Nation's fired up after the big win here. So, what's up, dude? They were trying to get on the camera tonight a couple of times. I saw him over there, but sorry to cut you off.
Oh no!
When the AD and his family walks by, you got
to put in your time. Yes, I hear you.
We were talking about Dylan Andrews and his impact on the team.
Well, you need your point guard to play well. I mean, there's not a good team in America who has a point guard that doesn't play well. I mean, that is a specific spot that you have to have some good production. And I was saying I like his shots around that 7 to maybe 10 or 11 instead of getting up to that 16 or 17. I think that's probably too many for him with some of the other guys on the team that can score. So, I think he had a great game. I believe he was 5. You have the stats there, but 5 of 11, only 1 turnover. Had a few assists, and I think did a really nice job, 7 of 8 from the line as well.
And that's only 1 turnover in 2 games for him as well, 60-plus minutes or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Weren't sure if Javen Buchanan was going to play. Got the haircut and all, comes back in, has 10 points, 4 steals. He may be our defensive player of the game from Element Fencing a little bit later in the show, but he gets the cramps in the second half. Leon said in the postgame, got to figure that out, but so that's why he didn't play in the second half, if you're wondering. He did have, luckily, not the back injury, not related, and maybe in a weird way, doesn't have to play as many minutes, and keeps the back from being okay. I don't know, but second game in a row where somebody gets the cramps, but nice to see that Buchanan's injury was short term.
Yeah, it is. I mean, they're going to need him. You can see the effect that he has out there. He hit some really nice threes and had some shots inside, and he's a scorer, and he had a really good first half going. And another person I want to touch on was Fielder. I think he had a really good game. 11 points. He had 4 assists, though. Led the team with assists, with 4 assists. Had some good rebounds, shot a nice percentage, too. So a good job from Drew Fielder, and hit a huge 3.
Yes.
Well, I think it was 10 seconds on the shot clock. It was after a review, I believe. And they ran a play and kicked it back out to him and just hit a monster 3. So really nice job by Drew, too.
I mean, Boise State kind of had him at arm's length for most of this game, and then Colorado State starts hitting some threes, doing
what they do.
What they do, and they took the lead.
And
all of a sudden it was kind of like, let's see what happens here. And Leon said in the postgame, which we're going to play here in a little bit, almost was good the way it happened, where they had to get punched in the mouth a little bit and respond. But I think there was at one point there was an RJ Keene kind of that was a Parolin tip out, and then Dylan Andrews hit a huge 3 to give them the lead, and I don't think they gave it back up. I think it was tied 1 more time. But Keene had a big tip out that led to a big bucket. But for them to, with the way this is going and the 4-game losing streak, and here we go again, and Colorado State comes back from I think down 12 or something to take the lead. I thought their response there with 7 or 8 minutes left in the game was huge.
Yeah, it was. And every individual play that the Broncos need to make, they made it in this game. And you couldn't say that during the losing streak when you had to get a stop or you needed a bucket or you just had to get the ball inbounds. You needed the one thing, and it just wasn't happening. But in this game, it was. You had the Andrews three-pointer, the Fielder big three-pointer, a tip out from Keene, Nato with a huge defensive effort to get a jump ball. It seemed like when you needed that one play, you were able to do it, and they also made enough free throws down the stretch to keep Colorado State at bay.
And I know the final rebounding numbers only showed Boise State winning by 2, but only 2 second-chance points for Colorado State.
Yeah, and what do we have, 19?
15-2.
15, yeah, 15 second chance points. So really nice job and a great job holding on to the ball too. Some really bad turnovers at UNLV, which I think cost them the game. Only 11 turnovers here in this game. So overall, I think this is the Bronco team that people were expecting, right? You have a scoring point guard. You have a scoring center. You have Javen Buchanan and Andrew Meadow doing their things, and then a pretty solid game from some of your bench players coming into the season. I think this is a game you could look at this box score and say that's what we were wanting.
Yeah, 4 players in double figures, like you said. Pearland almost got there. You had 7 or 8 guys with at least 4 points. So the scoring was pretty pretty spread around. And Andrews did his thing, and Max Teams had him ready to go on the video and everything. I don't think they need any video reviews tonight. Max Teams took the night off, I guess. But all kidding aside, yeah, I mean it's one game. Let's not overreact. It's one win. But you do look at the schedule
Sometimes one win feels like it's more important than just one win, though.
It does.
I mean, in the column, you got your one check mark, right? I get it. But when you lose 4 games in a row in conference, you're sitting at 1-5. It is one win, but the feel of this feels better. Then it feels good because I think the way that they got it, they didn't get it by shooting 35% and squeaking something out because they held someone to 34% shooting.
Yeah.
This was a really well played game by the Broncos, and they had the ups and downs like a basketball game does, and they came out on top. So it is a one win, but I think this one is one you might be able to circle by the way that they did it and the way that the schedule lines up for the next 4 games.
I mean, you played this game, your blood, sweat, and tears are on this court. I mean, we've talked about it, been through some of these stretches where you have a couple tough losses and you try to turn it around. I mean, how much can just one win? One leaving the arena tonight with a positive feeling, showing up tomorrow at practice, whenever they practice next, when they get on that next charter with a win under their belt. I mean, a lot of season left. I know it would have to be kind of a miraculous run, and no one's thinking about any of that. You just want to stack wins and see what happens at the end of the year. But what can tonight and one win do for the confidence of this team moving forward? And like we said, with the schedule, I know Wyoming is a really tough place to play. Going into the game, I haven't updated it. Wyoming was favored to win by 2 on KenPom. That's going to be a tough place to go up there and win. But you have, was it Air Force coming up after that? There's a San Jose State in there.
State, and then at Grand Canyon.
I mean, the Grand Canyon one's going to be tough. But then you come home to play Nevada after that. I mean, there's the next 6 or 7 games here, I think all the way till you go to New Mexico. And heck, you beat them already once, I guess, but just going to the pit is always tough. But, sure. I mean, these next couple of weeks here, we've talked about it, there's an opportunity to stack some wins. And like I said, you get a win tonight, you take a deep breath, you get back in the win column, and what can one win like this do for you?
Well, as a basketball player, one shot can do a lot for you. If you're in a slump and then you knock down a shot, I mean, that can change a whole trajectory of a game for you and take you into a good practice. So when you get a game win with your whole team, that can change it too. I mean, Coach Rice he probably talked with you, but he talked to Bob and I about how good the practices have been and how the guys just keep showing up and keep grinding and keep putting in good practices and good things are going to happen. So it's hard to go to practice and have great practices when you keep losing. It's a little bit easier to go when you start winning. And if you can start putting those together, I don't know. When we're sitting here talking 4 games from now and they've rattled off 4 or 5 in a row,
we'll say they're back. They're back. At-large hopes are back alive.
I don't know if the at-large backs are hope, but I'm looking at maybe creeping into that 4 spot to get a bye.
And that should be the goal. Try to somehow get to the 4 and get that first-round bye in the tournament. 2 more guys I do want to mention, though. We mentioned Pearland briefly, but again, it was kind of a Dom Pearland type of game. 8 points, 3 rebounds. I mentioned the huge offensive rebound, I think, when they were losing that led to the bucket that put them ahead. And then it was the DA3 that put him back up 57-55 after Dom had the offensive rebound. So I want to give him some love. And then RJ Keene. hit a couple threes, and he was one of the guys that lost his spot in the starting lineup for a couple games there during this stretch. Leon puts him back in the starting lineup tonight, even with Buchanan and these guys healthy. They go back to Keene, and he had 6 points. He hit 2 huge threes, and he tied for the team lead at +10.
Yeah, and I think when you take a look at this stat sheet, what we were just talking about is this is the stat sheet that you were thinking this team was going to do. What were you going to get from Dom Perlin before the season started? I don't know, 6 to 8 points, maybe 3 or 4 rebounds, tough inside. Okay, what about this bench? I don't know, a 6 point, 8 point here, 4 points here, and then the starters do what they did. So this stat sheet, I think, just epitomizes what people thought of this Boise State team before the season. Now, didn't really show up during conference when it started, but it was here tonight, and hopefully, it'll show up in Laramie.
How much better do you feel leaving here, Abe, compared to the last couple of weeks, and just about this team and their future in the season? And like I said, we'll wrap it up with this. I mean, I know it's one win, but you do get reminded after a game like this, they've got some good players. Like, they have talent. The last couple of games were not who they were. I mean, certainly you could have won the San Diego State game. You had the Grand Canyon game down to 4 at one point. I mean, certainly the UNLV game was winnable. I mean, it feels like it wasn't maybe quite as bad, or they didn't, they're not as bad, I guess, as a team that had lost 4 in a row and was sitting there in 10th place at 1-5 in the conference.
Yeah, and I think that with this game, the individual plays that needed to be made were made. And it wasn't that when they weren't being made, we talked about this in the pregame, they weren't some really hard basketball play that, was tough for anyone to do. It's making free throws. It's not turning over. It's getting the ball inbound. It's blocking somebody out. Those were the things that weren't happening in those 4-game losing streak that are happening now, or that happened tonight. So I'm hoping that those individual plays will carry over, and you'll see a little bit more of that when the Broncos go to Laramie. And I'm hoping that the offense shows up too, because the ball movement was great. The 47%, you're going to win a lot of games if you shoot 47% and 40% from 3.
I want to bring that up real quick, because the ball movement in particular, the last 2 games, but also just the attacking of the rim. Now tonight they still took 33s and made 12. I guess they had only, I guess according to the stats, 19 twos and 33s, but it felt like they were still, when they needed to, driving, putting pressure on. I mean, they got to the free throw line 27 times, so that takes a lot of those shot attempts away as official shots. But I feel like Carmichael has done a really good job of driving and finishing at the rim, and we're still seeing Meadow do that. And what do you think it is the last 2 games, the switch offensively to really attack more, and then we're just not seeing as much dribbling around the top of the key?
Well, I think that the amount of threes doesn't really bother me too much, because a good shot comes out of your offense. If you have ball movement and movement away from the ball with some other guys, and that ends up in an open 3, I think that's some good offense, and that's what we saw. What was bad offense is when the ball went and it stuck, and then it got passed and it stuck again, and then all of a sudden you're jacking up a 3. Those are bad threes. But if it comes out of the movement and then you get a shooter open from outside, I mean, there were some great plays. There was one that was amazing. Nato came down. He had Carmichael on the left. He had Meadow on the right, and had a great pass out to him for a 3, and Meadow knocked it down. It was just really good offense on the fast break. So if there's a bunch of threes getting shot, but they are within the offense, I'm fine with that.
Well, Abe, appreciate it. Any final thoughts? Final scheduled trip to Laramie. We can talk about that, I guess, more on Tuesday, but some memories there. Did you play there?
No.
Okay, they weren't in part of the same league when you played there.
I've been there a lot.
Any final thoughts just on this win, or looking ahead to Tuesday?
Oh, just keep it going. I mean, if you're going to try and bottle something up emotionally and offensively and momentum, I mean, take this and just go with it and take it to Laramie, where the Broncos, I think, have played pretty well historically.
Yeah. Well, it should be fun. We'll talk to you Tuesday pregame from the Arena Auditorium, as it's named, there in Laramie. Hopefully for some decent weather on our trip out there Monday. Appreciate it, Abe. Thanks so much, man. Abe Jackson, appreciate him for joining us here on the postgame show. And we're going to take a quick 15-second timeout or not. I'm going to ask about seeing if we can get Dylan Andrews on. He's sitting over here, and I'm going to go ask. Give me a quick 30-second break, and I'll be right back here.
How's your day going? Going good. Thank you. Yes.
All right, we're back. We're going to see what we can do with getting DA after the game here. He's shooting some free throws. We'll try to see if we can get him in a second here. But nice win for Boise State. We're going to hear from Leon Rice. And, I'm going to show you what's going on here. If you guys are watching, this is going to be bad here. But Dylan Andrews is still out here shooting free throws. The game's been over for, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes, an hour, and there's Dylan Andrews still shooting free throws, still out here shooting jump shots, shooting threes, working on things. I mean, he's done it after some of these games where they've lost, and here he is doing the same routine after a win as well. So pretty cool. Pretty cool to see his work ethic and being out here, and you got to give him some love, and we'll see if he has time to join us for a minute or two or not. If not, it's no big deal. But again, 21 points for Dylan Andrews tonight. You had 15 for Andrew Meadow, 11 for Drew Fielder, 10 for Javen Buchanan. And before I even forget, we should just name our Element Fencing defensive player of the game. I'm giving it tonight to Javen Buchanan. How about Javen Buchanan tonight? 4 steals. 4 steals, 5 rebounds for Javen Buchanan. He finishes with 10 points, did have the cramping, so he was only able to play 25 minutes. But our Element Fencing defensive player of the game was, we're going to go with Javen Buchanan. So 25-plus years, family fencing company, decks, pergolas, fences, elementfencing.com. Check them out for all your fencing needs. And again, our defensive player of the game is going to be Javen Buchanan with his 10 points, but he had 4 steals. Really impressive to get the 4 steals for Javen Buchanan. And let's see, 15 for Andrew Meadow, 11 for Drew Fielder. I mentioned Javen Buchanan with 10, 6 for R.J. Keene. Let's see what else we had here. We had 4 for Nato, 4 for Carmichael, 8 for Parolin. What else did we have here? I'm looking at the stats overall, 12 of 30. Boise State shoots from 3-point range, 23 of 49 overall. The Broncos for the game shoot 46.9%. And they actually get outshot by Colorado State. Colorado State 48.9% tonight. But and you knew Colorado State was going to hit some threes. They're top 5 in the country in 3-point percentage, and they hit some to get back in the game. But give Boise State credit, man. You had all that momentum on Colorado State's side. They come all the way back to take the lead, and you're thinking, okay, here we go again. This team is struggling, and this is just, they can't get out of this rut. And then I mentioned Dom Parolin with a huge offensive rebound, and then you had a huge 3, and I think Javen is going to come over and join us for a couple of minutes here. So just give him credit, man. It wasn't the, they needed one in the worst way, and they needed one in the worst way, and so we're nice enough, I think, I was told I got 3 questions. So, Dylan Andrews, we've got Bronco Nation excited to hear from you, man. We got 386 and counting here on almost midnight on a Saturday night, fired up after this win, man.
We still getting this work in out here.
I know, man. Tell us about that. Why is it important for you? A win, loss, doesn't matter. You're out here after the game. A lot of guys could be, down on 6th Street already or enjoying a Saturday night. Why are you still here working?
I mean, gotta be at the end of the day. Like, I love coming in the gym after games, just seeing. It's just like my vitamin time for real. Just being able to just put up more shots, and I'm probably gonna come in here tomorrow morning too. We have an off day, but it's never an off day for me. I'm not gonna lie, BJ.
All right, well, we got a little bit of a delay, but now everyone sees you starting to come into the chat here, so they're fired up, man. Well, your coach, man, he had some comments about you a couple games ago, man. He was a little critical of your play and needing you to play a little bit better for this team. I'm sure he talked to you privately about that. I don't know what was your take, just kind of what your coach had to say, and obviously these last 2 games, man, you've responded in a big way.
I mean, 100%, as he should. He should feel some type of way. I haven't been playing up to my, capacity, and I feel like these last 2 games, I've been picking it up. It has to do with my confidence, and I feel like, the coach, me and him have had a great conversation with that. It sucks, not seeing the ball fall in the basket, and I could contribute other ways, and being a leader on the court, getting a stop on the defensive end, and I feel like me taking my pride on the defensive end has helped me be able to make shots on the offensive end. And not only that, just the work I put in, trusting the work, BJ.
Well, I only got 3 questions, so I'm thinking of my last one wisely here. But the Dylan Andrews we saw tonight, I'm sure you're going to say, hey, that's not – I'm way better than that too. But, I mean, the version we saw tonight, the version we saw before you cramped up at UNLV, I mean, how much more, can we expect, or I guess do you hope to play at this level moving forward than what we saw? And just what do you think for this team, man, if you're able to play at this level? And I mean, nothing changed tonight. It looked like you were taking the same shots. You just started hitting them these last couple of games. I mean, so if you can play at this level moving forward, what's your confidence that I guess A, you can do that, and B, how do you think that changes this team, man, when you're playing at the level you can play at?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, BJ. I'm a humble guy, and I really appreciate the fans, trust in me to keep taking those shots. Another guy doing that, they might bully you because of how many you've missed. And, I'm going to just keep the work going, just keep putting in the work and just keep, being me.
We got DA slowing his game down, methodical. Says, love to see your turnaround, Dylan. Bronco Nation 100% believes. You got a lot of folks. What guard in the Mountain West is staying in front of DA coming downhill? Keep driving, dude. So awesome game. Love watching you play. Show this confidence of who you are.
Keep going. My goal is to be the best point guard in the Mountain West.
Well, we got all kinds of comments flowing in here, man. Appreciate you for doing this. Rest up and Laramie, Wyoming, man. It's going to be an experience for you on Tuesday night. So looking forward to
the elevation. I keep hearing about
Coach Rice will have the beet juice. He has the little machine he turns on that tries to trick you and say it's an elevation machine when it's just like some air blower at practice. So be ready, man. He's going to try to get you however he can, but it'll be
we're going to be ready for sure.
Appreciate you, man.
I appreciate
Keep it up, man. Thanks a lot, man.
Thank
Dylan
you,
Andrews, nice of him to take some time on a Saturday night.
Appreciate y'all, Bronco Nation.
There you go, man. Nice of him to give up a couple minutes of his time here and join us. Thanks, man. Yep. And he didn't have to do that. Thanks to Jordan Beasley as well with the Sports Information Department. We appreciate him on his way out, stopping by for a few minutes, man. And what a difference! What a difference a couple days can make, and cool, good for him, man. Cool to see that going in. And I know he's staying positive on the media and publicly, but couldn't be easy for him to go through what he's gone through these last couple of weeks and then the criticism that he's taken. And you come over to a new team and you want to win and you want to do all this and it hasn't really worked out, to the way that he wanted it and the way that anybody wanted it to this point. So whether it's him, whether it's Drew Fielder, I mean, these guys came here, with one thing in mind. And for Dylan Andrews, he only has 1 year. I mean, this year has to be it for him. And he wanted to be a major contributor for this team. At times it has happened. At times it hasn't happened. But obviously he, I've been saying it for a couple of weeks, even when he's been struggling. Like, that's why I said I wouldn't take him out of the starting lineup. I said I'd be okay if they did, but I said I'd be fine if they didn't. Because if this team wants to get to where they want to get to, Dylan Andrews needs to be the guy you saw tonight. I mean, 1 turnover the last 2 games. He's getting more assists. He's hitting shots. The confidence he's playing with. I mean, if you can get that version of Dylan Andrews. And not even just this game, what you saw in the UNLV game too. I'm saying it's a 2-game stretch. So I think that, certainly this is the Dylan Andrews that I think that, if they can get the rest of the season, I think that they got a chance to win some games here. Can't believe he spoke with you with how negative you've been. I don't think that's necessarily true. I mean, please find where I've ripped on him or been super negative. I never once said he should come out of the starting lineup. I said they need him to get going and that he's proven it and that it's going to be a long season. I mean, I think pointing out stats and some of the shots he's missed is certainly, those are facts, but I don't think anybody, I don't remember that I was, super critical or negative or saying he's been a bust or that he should be benched. I don't think I've ever come out and said that. So if I have, please find those clips. He hasn't at times played great, but I think he would even admit that. But I don't think I was saying anything super critical that nobody else was not saying. So I don't know if I would challenge a little on that Bronco 130 in terms of that. I mean, he hasn't played great. The stats are what they are. I think we've pointed out the stats, and I think that's fair to do. But overall, I think that he's stuck with it, and I think he's come back. So there you go. I figured you were joking, but I wasn't sure there. So, I think that it is and no, they don't. They don't listen to me. I can promise you that. Their families might, their parents might. They got family members that do. But they certainly don't. I've only been down on Dom. I have been down on Dom. I will admit that. There was times earlier this season where I said I didn't think he provided much, wasn't sure what he really brought to the table at times, and I definitely was a little harsh on Dom Perlin. I will admit that, and he has bounced back and in a big way. He still just, there's something about him where you just don't feel super confident, when he has the ball in his hands, whatever, but he just finds a way to make plays. And he gets big rebounds. That offensive rebound he had tonight was massive, and 8 points tonight. I mean, Dom Perlin, yeah, I was critical on him earlier in the season. That's when Leon came on and said, I've been critical about everybody, whatever game that was, I forget. But I think that, it's one game, and you try not to get too excited. Like, we're not going to say they're going to win the rest of the games on the schedule, and I'm not going and finding bookmark tweets and telling people, oh, told you so, whatever. It's one game and one win. I think with Dylan Andrews, though, that's 2 games. I mean, because he played pretty well against UNLV too. So I think you can at least, with Dylan Andrews, see a 2-game stretch here. And I think with the offense, with them driving to the bucket more and a lot of the things you're seeing offensively, that's 2 games you've seen a lot of that. So we said the schedule was going to lighten up a little bit. They're going to probably get some wins here, in part just because they're not playing as tough of teams. But all you can do is play the game and try to win the game that's on your schedule. And tonight it was Colorado State, and a Colorado State team that's one of the best 3-point shooting teams in America. And they hit 14 of 25 threes tonight. Colorado State did 56%. And you're able to find a way to overcome that. So I guess you guys kind of agree with what I'm saying on Dom Perlin. Underwhelming is a good way. He's great one and puzzling the next. Yeah, I think that's kind of a fair way to look at it. Like I said, I think he really provides some things, but there was a big rebound at UNLV that he couldn't come up with. But overall, he's been a nice backup big and provided some things for him. And I think that he's done a nice job. And there was a point earlier this season where I wasn't sure what his role was going to be. And so, yeah, he's proved me wrong a little bit and played, and I'll eat some crow on that. And he's been a nice contributor off the bench for them. And yes, Kurt, I agree. 1 win. And we're not going to go crazy here. I totally agree with both of you. I just said the exact same thing. I think there's some encouraging signs with some of the things you're seeing. Andrew Meadow, 9 shot attempts again. That's 21 shot attempts for Andrew Meadow in the last 2 games. Dylan Andrews being back is massive. Buchanan being healthy and playing is massive. Another double-figure game for Drew Fielder tonight. A lot of positives to take moving forward here with what you saw. The rebounding, they only out-rebounded them by 2, but, you only gave up 2 second chance points, and you had lost the rebounding battle in 3 straight games. So at least to win the rebounding battle that way, I think was, even if it's only 2, that's fine, but you only gave up 6 offensive rebounds, and they only turned that into, I want to say it was 2 second chance points. Yeah. 15-2 were the second chance points. So that was a massive, part of that game was not giving up too many of the second chance points and limiting them. And still gave up too many points off turnovers, 19 points off of 11 turnovers. So it seems like they've been a little snake bit in the last 2 games where every time they have a turnover, it turns into a bucket for the other team. So that's something that you certainly have to switch. The beautiful floater in the second half, that was A.G. Nato, and that was a huge bucket because I think I started at some point on here. Let's see where that was. A.G. Nato. There was a big driving layup by Meadow that put him up 5. That was with, 12:57 to go. Colorado State had just hit a 3 to cut it to 7. Nato comes in with the floater, and that was a huge floater from A.G. Nato to score there. No, that one wasn't Fielder. It was Nato on that one. He was coming down baseline. That was a huge one. Andrew Meadow had another big one. They didn't call the foul, but he went up and scored, and that put him up 5. But still, the play of the game was, Colorado State comes all the way back to take the lead. That was a big one. And then when they had the tip-in we were talking about from Perlin out to Andrews for the 3. And then another big play was when they tied it at 57-57. There was 7:52 to go. Colorado State tied the score right after that DA 3 on some free throws. They came out of a media timeout, and Andrew Meadow hit a huge 3 from a long 3 from right in front of Leon Rice in front of the bench. He was 3 or 4 feet behind the line. They were coming off a switch. He was open, and he let it fly from well behind the line, right in front of the bench. And Andrew Meadow nailed the 3 with 7:35 to go. And I thought that was a huge 3 as well. A huge play in this game because Boise State never trailed again in this game. And they actually went on a little bit of a run right after that. Let's see. They were up 62-59. And then Meadow hit that shot I was talking about. Fielder hit a big 3 at Leon Rice. Again, I'm not, defending him, saying he should be coach of the year, whatever. But Leon Rice has gotten a lot of criticism in this, in these shows and these chats the last 2 weeks on social media. He calls a timeout, and out of the timeout, Boise State had the ball. They're up by 5. They get the ball back. Leon calls timeout. And right out of the timeout, they set up a play, and Drew Fielder hits a three at the top of the key, and that puts them up by 8. And so that was a big part of the game, I thought, right there. And then Dylan Andrews followed with another three that put him up 11. He turned to the crowd and kind of was over here in section 17 and 18 and looking at them, and that was kind of the exclamation point you thought when they're up 11. But Colorado State came all the way back. Drew Fielder did get the 2+1 that put him up by 9, I think. And then you had got a little close there. You had the touch foul on Carmichael. They hit 2 free throws. Then Keene misses the 1-and-1. They come down and hit a 3 right away, and all of a sudden you're only up 5 with a minute to go. But Boise State was able to make a couple free throws down the stretch. Meadow went 1 of 2. There was a steal and a jump ball, and then Dylan Andrews, somebody commenting on his free throws, he's well over 80%, I think, on the line this season, and he hits a couple big free throws there to put Boise State up by 8, and then they end up winning the game. So 79-73 the final, and Boise State will get ready for Wyoming coming up. There he is, Dylan Andrews. Appreciate you again, man. He's still fired up. He's got some post-game food. He's oh, man, good to see, man. Good to see. Been a rough couple weeks, so to see him and everybody getting excited after this one, pretty. They needed this, as you're going to hear Leon Rice say in a minute here. They badly needed to see some reward for the work they've been putting in the last couple of weeks. And not 4-game losing streak is 4-game losing streak, but could have won the San Diego State game, could have won the UNLV game. We're hanging around with Grand Canyon only down 4. So I mean, they had some opportunities to win at least 2 of these games in the 4-game winning streak. They didn't. They lost them all, and they were stuck where they were stuck, having to overcome this losing streak. Let's give our player of the game, by the way. Let's go ahead and make that official. Dylan Andrews, 21 points tonight, goes 7 of 8 from the free throw line, 4 for 7 from 3-point range, 5 of 7 overall in 30 minutes. 2 assists, only 1 turnover, ties for the team lead with a +10. Our Bauscher Real Estate player of the game tonight, none other than Dylan Andrews. Bauscher Real Estate, online at BauscherRealEstate.com. The number 1 ranked realtor in the Treasure Valley, Matt Bauscher and Bauscher Real Estate. Whether you're looking to buy or sell a home, Matt and his team are ready to help you out. And Bauscher Real Estate, online at BauscherRealEstate.com. Again, our Matt Bauscher player of the game tonight, well-deserved, I think, is Dylan Andrews. And you knew that Matt Bauscher was fired up tonight when I got the text pregame. It just says refs, ? When Bauscher asks who the refs are, you know he's ready to get on them. He's ready to get after it, and he means business tonight. And I got the pregame text right before tip-off that just said refs, ? And I said, all right, Bauscher's ready to go. Texted him who the refs' names were, and he was ready to get on them and heckle them. I missed what you guys are talking about. Some of you in the chat are talking about a chant, the Boise State chant, and I guess the Morales brothers are deserving some credit for that. I don't exactly know what you guys are all talking about because I came in late, I guess, to the chat on that, or I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, Skyship shut everybody up, including me. You love to see it. Let's see what else we got here. Andrews is my go-to free throw shooter on the team. He finally missed one tonight, didn't he? He was he's only 7 for 8. What the heck? But big picture-wise, yes. When you want Dylan Andrews at the line as much as you can, and as a team, Boise State's one of the better free throw shooting teams in America. I'll check out their stats here. They went up 1 spot at KenPom from 81 to 80, which doesn't really matter at this point. But their free throw percentage. I guess it says they're 76%, 60%, but that seems a little low. They are 9th in America, though. They get 25.5% of their points from the free throw line. So more than a quarter of the points they score in a game come from the free throw line. That is 9th best in the country. So they do a really good job of getting to the line and taking advantage of that. 21 made free throws tonight. Boise State pretty much doubling up Colorado State. 27 free throw attempts to 14 free throw attempts tonight. But I don't really think Colorado State has much of a beef about the officiating. I didn't think it was like super one-sided. They just shoot a lot of threes. I mean, Colorado State didn't really get the ball inside as much as Boise State did. Boise State was attacking more. Colorado State was settling for threes. So when you're the one that's attacking and getting inside, you're going to get more foul calls. And then certainly Colorado State had to foul a little bit there at the end of the game also. So 27 to 14, I didn't think that was a big, one-sided affair on the officiating. I thought they were fine tonight on both sides. There were multiple reviews that folks are talking about on here. Yeah, there was multiple reviews and things they had to go look at. Again, Sick Modern says they could maybe only lose 2 games the rest of the way. That would certainly be something if Boise State was able to go on a run and only lose 2 games the rest of the season. I owe you a beer, Sick Modern, if that happens. But let's give it up for Jordan Beasley, the sports information director. I know he doesn't want to be on camera, but we'll throw him on here. Where's he at there? There he is. Works behind the scenes, never gets any credit, and he helped get us Dylan Andrews tonight. So appreciate Jordan and for his work. He's always the one on the road helping us get players and do things. So we really appreciate him for helping us out and get Dylan Andrews. He puts all the stats together and the game notes, and it's kind of the media relations person for the basketball team. So they don't really get any of the credit or anything, but they obviously do a lot of work and deserve a lot of that. So we even got Jay Tuss still here. I mean, it's 12:15. The Seahawks play today. I mean, come on, we got to get Jay Tuss some rest here. But even Jay Tuss is. If Dylan Andrews can stay after and perfect his craft on free throws, Jay Tuss can come back. I mean, this is like the 5th stand-up he's done tonight too. He's already done for the night. And he's just out here practicing his stand-ups. I mean, it's pretty incredible what Jay Tuss out here doing. So. There are folks wondering Seahawks or Niners. Jordan says you're ready for the Victory Donuts. Is there Victory Donuts on a Sunday morning for basketball? Oh, he says he may have been so confident that he may have already gotten the donuts. How about that? Jay bought the donuts already so they could have them at home. He was already that confident in the win that if I had known that, I would have gone to my local bookie and would have helped pay for my kids' college if I knew Jay had already bought the donuts. So, no, we're not going to bother Jay. He's getting ready to record something and get ready to. They are asking about the charity, though. We got to finalize that here. I did text Jay about that. He's had some other stuff going on, but we are that is still happening. Jay is going to pick the charity and finalize it, and we'll be making our $300 donation. I apologize that it's taken that long, but we've both just been traveling in the holidays, and it hasn't been at the top of our list, so I apologize. But we are I'm a man of my word on that, and we will be making the donation once Jay can get us the charity of choice. Jay, they're wanting to see you shoot a free throw. I mean, Johnny did it one time, and he airballed it. We have John Mallory on live show last year airballing a free throw. The crowd, all the folks in the chat here wanting to know if Jay's willing to shoot a free throw for us. I'd shoot one if we had a ball. I would shoot one. I don't know if we have any more balls around here. I don't see any. I think they took them all away. But I can make a free throw. That'll be my excuse. I don't see a ball left. But if there was a ball, I could shoot a free throw for you guys. But I think you guys owe me the chance to make a free throw after you saw my broad jump earlier. I think that I could redeem myself with a free throw or two here. We got a ball sitting around here, Jordan. Come on, can I make a free throw? I don't see a ball. Oh well, I would have swished it. It was going to be nothing but net. It's That's all right, man. Go home. It's midnight. I'm good, man. I appreciate you. I would have made it anyway, but no, there is a clip of that air ball somewhere. Yes. And if I play some commercials or something, I can try to find a ball real quick, maybe before we get out of here. But I will try to find that. I need Leon. Yeah. I'm enjoying all this. This is good. So here's what we'll do. I'm going to thank a couple sponsors real quick. I will play the Leon Rice interview, and while I play the Leon Rice interview, I will try to go find a ball. How about that? I'm willing to take a couple free throw attempts for you guys. Sure, why not? You're all friends, and none of you will ever hold it against me if I miss one or airball one. Yeah, why not? Why not? Hey, I do want to thank a couple sponsors. We'll hear from Leon Rice, and I'll go look for a ball. Lithia Ford of Boise, lithiafordboise.com. Full inventory of vehicles at lithiafordboise.com. They got some great sales going on right now. They got the NIL deal with Ben Ford, which is perfect. Ben Ford, Lithia Ford. We appreciate our title sponsor, Lithia Ford of Boise. Check them out online at lithiafordboise.com. Hey, Sun Cruiser, perfect night to enjoy a Sun Cruiser. I wish I could sneak one in here. I'd love to have one right now. Sun Cruiser, no carbonation, low carb, low calories, and 4.5 alcohol content. They have the lemonade vodka is my favorite. It's the strawberry lemonade, the pink lemonade. You can buy the variety pack at your local Jacksons or Ridley's or grocery store, gas station. And, of course, they have the teas as well, the tea vodkas, the lemonade iced tea is tremendous. I'm not even a huge tea fan, but the lemonade one is tremendous. So we appreciate Sun Cruiser. Hey, Pearson Carmichael, ICCU. They've got Pearson. They've got Natalie Pasco, 7 student athletes that NIL deals with this year, and we appreciate Idaho Central Credit Union. They were the sponsor of the game tonight. So Idaho Central Credit Union, we saw them out here on the court during the game. We appreciate them for their support, and it's great to see them after a hiatus back on board as an official sponsor with Boise State and Learfield. And so Idaho Central Credit Union, branch pretty much on every corner, but the easiest, that mobile e-branch online banking right there in your smartphone. Check them out, ICCU, ICCU.com. Hey, Taco Bell, TacoBellWorks.com, the SON Management Group, the Nicolason family. Again, we're going to hear from Leon Rice, his post-game press conference here momentarily. But Taco Bell, you can get the whether it's the breakfast quesadilla, all the wraps, and the Cantina Bowl is my favorite. I can go the keto style. You add the lettuce, no rice and beans, but all the various options there. My kids love the cheesy roll-ups. They have the new crispy chicken strips, all the great options at Taco Bell. The Treasure Valley Taco Bell location, I saw Stan and Steven Nicolason there here tonight. So we appreciate the whole Nicolason family and the SOM Management Group for their support of Bronco Nation News. When you're thinking fast food, if you want a delicious, affordable meal, visit a Treasure Valley Taco Bell location today. Let's play. Let's see. Hey, Alexis, they want me to make a free throw. Is there a ball around here? Do we got a ball real quick? I'm live on the air, and they don't think I can make a free throw. I gotta. They said it'll work. Lexus said it'll work in my favor. They can't find a basketball. We'll see what we can do here in a second. I do want to thank Jacksons, by the way. Our post-game show sponsor is Jacksons. 75% off at Jacksons. Again, 75-cent fountain drink. Not 75% off, 75 cents. The Broncos got to 75 points, finishing with 79. So you get a 75-cent fountain drink any size from our friends at Jacksons. That's 2 days after the game, so that'll be on Monday. So don't forget on Monday, make sure you go get your 75-cent fountain drink, any size fountain drink, 75 cents from our friends at Jacksons. All right, we got Leon Rice to hear from. Let's see what else we got. Some other comments and thoughts on here. Let's see. If Lex is there, it should be a half quarter. Lex trying to look out for you. Said it'd probably be in my favor if they can't find the ball. So we'll see if we can find one or not. Appreciate you guys. This is the Jacksons Postgame Show. Again, that 75-cent fountain drink at Jacksons. They got the 99-cent coffee day or night as well. And this is the Jacksons Postgame Show. We're in the Sun Cruiser Studios, and our title sponsor is Lithia Ford. After a 79-73 win for Boise State tonight over Colorado State, let's hear from the victorious head coach, Leon Rice, after the game.
Because, it's not coach speak. It's not any of that. But I've just been so proud of the way they are just bouncing back. If you walked in our gym for a practice, you would not know if we won 12 in a row they have just been showing up and working, and it's brought us more together, but you got to get rewarded for it, because I keep telling them, no, I'm telling you guys, you're making progress, but we play a zero-sum game, and it doesn't feel like progress if you're not getting the job done. And for them to get the job done when in that circumstance was great, because we were playing good. We were, had them a little bit at arm's length, but that team you never do because of the way they can shoot. And they went whack, whack, and they were right back in it. And then we kind of got stagnant a little on our heels, and then we regrouped and went, and counterpunch. So, instead of, I think a lot of teams or some teams that are going through situations like this, that I've talked about is that can happen and they can be like, oh no, here we go. Instead, we drew the line in the sand, had a great huddle, and then, Drew was struggling most of the game, and he responded and was big down the stretch. I was so happy with having Javen back. Oh my gosh, was he good? And then he cramped up. I mean, what's going on? It seems like whoever's playing best starts cramping up, or one of the best. So, but then I was just so proud of DA, because I've seen I've seen how hard he's working. I've seen what he's, who he can be, and you got to see that tonight. So I was really happy. And then, our guys played to their roles and played, how big was that RJ Keene tip to Drew? And I think it was an and run, right? That was the and run. That was huge. And then AG, who hadn't played for a while because, DA and matchups, all that, comes in and makes a great defense play at the end of that game.
Was the plan with Caven, you mentioned he cramped up, was the plan with him to have him play his normal minutes and then just kind of threw you a little curveball there in the game? Or?
Yeah, it was a total curveball because it wasn't in his injury, it was cramping. And we got to solve that. So let's get what was pickle juice that our guy used to, the running back. Yeah.
You mentioned DA, and he's obviously been through it the last couple of weeks and trying so hard to get it going. And you had some comments a couple of games ago, and then he has responded these last 2 games. And what can you say, and how much better are you? What can you do if he's playing like this?
100%. I mean, that we need him to. You can't. That there's no ifs, ands, or buts, and because he made everybody. And then it's just nice to have a veteran guard in those situations that makes free throws, that gets the ball. I mean, that's what he looked like tonight. He ran the show, he guarded, all those things. But I'm just so happy for him because, as a coach and the game and adversity, all this stuff, it squeezes you. And that's what I told our guys, there's more in you than you even think. And sometimes it takes so much squeezing to get it out of you, and that's what they did. They showed the toughness to just keep showing up, keep getting better as a team, keep getting closer as a team, and to get this one done. So really proud of our guys, really, really proud, because, like I said, it's a zero-sum game and we got the job done. I mean, we've had some great efforts and great games and didn't get the job done, and it's, and so you don't feel rewarded for your work. You don't feel, that's the way sports are. And so I didn't want to come in here and have to talk about, doggone it, we played some good minutes, and, because it takes a full game in this league against it, everybody's good, and that's a good team we just beat, and they needed it bad, we needed it bad, and came out on top.
Some stats lie, some stats paint the picture. Last time you guys were at home, you had 26 second chance points.
Right.
Tonight, you limited Colorado State to 5 offensive rebounds and 2 second chance points.
Yeah.
How much is that a sign of progress?
It is. And when we're doing a good job with that, that usually means we're playing with great energy and great toughness. And so that was a huge stat tonight. And they get just spread out. They're hard to keep off the boards. They're a good rebounding team. And, for us to get that job done, and some timely ones and crucial ones too.
On the offensive side of the floor, obviously the 4 guys in double figures, did you get a sense that you guys were sharing the ball better, more connected, just
yes,
as a team playing better on that end?
And I think the biggest thing is we really are starting to understand what our purpose is, and that sounds crazy because you're like, well, the purpose would be to score, but we're starting to understand each other and where guys play best and how they play out of things best. And, we got a little on our heels when they went zone a little bit for a little bit. And then we kind of processed it, became a little more aggressive, and then we got some great shots out of it. And that's when we, boom, got the lead back up.
What do you like about the response when Colorado State took the lead? I mean, Doc got that big offensive rebound, just out to DA and
yeah,
that 3-pointer.
That was huge. And, there was a great response because, like I said, when you're going through a lot of this, some stuff can get in your mind, like, oh no, we were, and then all of a sudden you get tight. No, they didn't get tight. They just played harder, and we got it more aggressive again. Because, like I said, we just it took our aggressiveness away. We kind of stood a little bit, and like we were gonna. No, you got to keep attacking. And college basketball, 10-point leads, 12-point leads, first half leads, they're nothing anymore. You know what I mean? They just disappear like that in all games. I watch all these different games, and teams are too good at the three and they're too efficient offensively that you got to keep on the attack.
This was a tough stretch for you guys, and at the end of the game, the buzzer sounds, and I see you give a hug to Drew and to Dylan. I mean, what's that moment like for you? It looked like there's a lot of joy on that sideline.
Absolutely, and appreciation, like I said, appreciation. And as a coach, you know, I've been through a lot of ups and downs. I've been through all these things. I wanted those guys to be rewarded so badly, you know, because I know what they're doing behind. I know they're suffering. I know they're trying to do everything they can. I mean, it's been a tough emotional time on us, but like I said, that's life and that's sports, and my job is to try to help them through that, and it makes a heck of a lot easier to help them when they get rewarded for all the stuff that they're doing, and you know, it's almost just off their shoulders a little bit, and they know what we're doing is working, you know, our hard work and our persistence and the toughness to just get up and do it again tomorrow.
I know it's one game, and with what you saw in a good chunk of the ULV game, this game,
yeah,
you played such a brutal schedule, and I mean,
right.
You just feel like that there's still a lot of wins left out there on the screen.
Oh, absolutely, no doubt. It's like I said, I cite a million things of making it through this kind of thing and what it can do to you. And it doesn't mean we've arrived. Doesn't mean we've, you know, there's one game, and these guys know that. And now we got to regroup, and now we got to go play on the road, and different circumstances, different tough things to deal with, different all the stuff that we got to deal with. But you know, it makes you appreciate, you know, when you go through. I mean, we've had years, you know, 16-0 or 15-1 or whatever, and you just, even me, you sometimes don't appreciate it as much as how hard it is to win in college athletics and what a razor's edge it is. So you know, we did have a lot of joy for a lot of reasons with that win, no doubt.
All right, there's Leon Rice. We appreciate him for his post-game press conference. We have secured a basketball. I got a couple sponsors I want to thank, and Jay Tuss is wrapping up his live stuff. He's going to come over and give the play-by-play of this shot. Jay can attest there have been no practice shots because he was recording a video, and I've been sitting here watching Leon Rice, but we did get the ball. Johnny Ballgame airballed his free throw. I do have a chance here to try to do a little better than Johnny. But I do want to thank a couple of our sponsors. That includes Signature Roofing online at mysignatureroofing.com. Whether it's a re-roof, or repair, an estimate, or an inspection, you can check out mysignatureroofing.com for all your roofing needs. And you can leave us a voicemail, speakpipe.com/BNN on the Signature Roofing voicemail. Hey, Ridley's Family Markets, shop ridleys.com. Check out Ridley's Family Markets, shop ridleys.com. All your needs for groceries, drinks, food, you name it, they can help you out. Download that Skip app, get savings up to 40% off at the checkout line. Shop ridleys.com, and we appreciate their support of Bronco Nation News. Rowpaint.com, Andy Rowe and Company, 20% off your winter painting project. Andy Rowe and Company, 20% off, whether it's interior, exterior painting, those concrete coatings. Check them out at rowpaint.com. Transportation Compliance Service, TCS, Transportation Compliance Service can help you every step of the way to get into the trucking industry online at Transportation Compliance Service, TCS, transcomservice.com. And the Blue and Orange Store, if you need those gears, they got the customized jersey. They got all the hats, jerseys, and 4,000 hats on the hat wall there at the Allen Noble Hall of Fame location. So many other great options as well. You can order anywhere in the world online at the Blue and Orange Store and the blueandorangestore.com. All right, so Jay Tuss, nice enough. It's after midnight, 12:30, and he's going to stick around for one more minute. You guys called for it. I appreciate you. You're still watching at 12:30 in the morning, so I will go embarrass myself on a couple free throws here, and I'm okay. I feel like as long as I don't have to run up and down the court, I can make a free throw or two. It's been a while, but Jay Tuss is going to put the headset on here. And Jay, I'm going to get the camera set up here, but you can attest that there were no practice shots done, correct?
No practice shots done, but he did have plenty of time during the Leon Rice interview for built-in excuses. So I'm sure that he will find an excuse in case this one goes haywire.
Yes,
but he did not.
Why are you getting your camera out here? What is that? Jay's going to record.
I'm putting it away. We got your camera out here witnessing this glorious moment. So
all right,
BJ Rains here at
Now we have
ExtraMile
folks saying they're
Arena.
going to donate to charity if I can make a free throw.
He says that he hasn't practiced, but that just goes for today, because I would like to point out the other day at practice before interviews, and before the guys were out on the floor.
Yes.
BJ.
Don't tell them how many I made, though.
I am going to tell them how many you
We have folks on
made.
here wanting to donate to charity for some makes, so maybe you should wait till after that
All
to
right,
say anything.
I'll wait.
You
I'll
can
wait.
let them know. You can let them know.
A decent free throw percentage. So just be careful. Don't I mean if you want to put your money where your mouth is, you might have to fork it over to a good cause here shortly.
Johnny Ballgame airballed his free throw. I'm just going to leave that out there. So as long as I hit something, guys, I got to redeem myself after the broad jump, and this is my the biggest moment of my athletic career right here. So this is all for you guys, and I'm sure when I miss this, we won't see anything, and we'll never see the surface again, Jay.
BJ Raines stepping to the free throw line here. If only his sons could see this moment. He put so much pressure on them to be good at baseball. We have other media members in the stands, John and Sean, trying to create a little chaos for BJ at the line. And he connects 1 for 1. I think he needs to keep going, folks. He is 1 for 1 on the evening. Can he make it 2 for 2? That one rattles off the front end of the iron and down. BJ Raines shooting a perfect 1,000% from the free throw line. He is 2 for 2. Can he make it 3 for 3? We're just going to keep this going. 3 for 3. If BJ hits 5 free throws in a row, Bronco Nation News is donating $100 to his favorite charity. And he makes the 4. So a big money free throw coming up right here. He is 4 for 4 at the free throw line. Boise State, by the way, 21 of 27 at the free throw line this evening. It's the 8th time they've made at least 20 free throws in a game this year. 5 for 5 for BJ Raines. Is he going to keep it going, or is he going to call it a night? He is going back to the charity stripe, folks. Fittingly called the charity stripe because we're just out here at ExtraMile Arena late at night, early in the morning, if you will, by now, just trying to raise money. That is 6 for 6, and he is officially showing off at this point in time. John is in awe over there on Media Row watching this. Is that 6 of 6? 7 of 7. He will correct me. I don't know when we're cutting this thing off, but he is just continuing to toe the free throw line. That one, nothing but the bottom of the net. He's only getting sharper. He is 8 of 8. Dylan Andrews, 7 of 8 at the free throw line tonight. 21 points for DA. Heck of a night for him. And that one finally misses. His 9th free throw attempt rolls off. But as we know in basketball, good karma, you got to make your final attempt right here. So he goes back to the free throw line. It is up, and it is in nothing but the bottom of the net. 9 of 10 at the free throw line for BJ Raines. We talked about his efforts in practice the other day. He missed one of his first ones. He actually airballed one of his first free throw attempts in practice, but then finished out by going 8 of 10. So a solid job there, Mr.
Does that
Raines.
make up for the 2-foot broad jump?
Yeah, I think that does.
Can we get that out there
Yeah.
somewhere? There he is, Jay Tuss.
We just need hopefully more than 11 people saw it. What do we got here?
We got 596.
Oh, hey, all right. What's up, guys?
All right.
Staying up late.
How about that?
All right.
That
I
was
love all of you.
one of the greatest moments of my athletic career right there.
That was big
on
time.
live TV, going 9 of 10.
I love all of you. Have a wonderful evening. We'll see you Saturday against Air Force.
Appreciate you, man. Well, we'll see him Tuesday first in Laramie. All right. How about that? I really want to just all the haters out there. I got some things I want to say, but I'm gonna let it go. 90%. 8 out of 8. I knew I was gonna miss one because I started laughing when he said something about Dylan Andrews. Now I'm out of breath. I'm out of breath. But that was fun. We should play some more interviews while I catch my breath here. How about that? 9 out of 10. I'll take that. All right. Where are the live TV, 9 out of 10. I'm not the thinnest person you've ever seen take a free throw by any means, but I was able to hold my own there. Johnny Ballgame, air balls. Look how easy it was out there. That was easy. Come on. Let's see. Well, hey, wow, 9 out of 10. Thank you. There you go. $9. I can use that for a beer at some point. 9 out of 10 from the 3-point line. Ain't happening. Ain't happening. Hey, Sean, somebody said they'd pay good money to get you at the line. The janitorial staffs here is trying to go home. We're keeping them from doing their job here. I appreciate them for even letting me shoot to begin with here. They stopped. Just sent a Venmo. How about that? Absolutely doubted it. I can't wait to go read all the comments here. Hold on to the comments here, or the charity, and we'll find out what. My family has a charity in St. Louis called Rainbows for Kids. We could donate to that. But how about that? 9 out of 10. I just made 9 out of 10 free throws live on the air. Folks are getting excited here. And let's hear from Dylan Andrews and Drew Fielder after the game while I catch my breath here. But how about that? 9 out of 10 from the free throw line. Here's Drew Fielder and Dylan Andrews.
Well, I know you guys obviously been working hard during this stretch. How did it feel to get back on the win column?
It feels great, to be back, have a W under our shoulder going into the next game. And so hopefully we want to carry this, momentum into the next game going against Wyoming.
You guys obviously both came here to win and be a part of something here. It's been a little bit of a tough couple of weeks. So just what's it been like this last couple of weeks, and just stay in the fight and stuff here?
It's been tough. Of course, you don't ever want to be on the losing side of things, and we've lost 4 in a row. So, but what I've been telling the guys, and storm can't last forever, and so today, the storm ended, and so we want to just keep that momentum carrying on.
Yeah, it's hard. You never want to come into a new team and a great winning culture and then not win. So we've been just super focused on our process, super focused on getting connected, and today felt much more like us.
Felt so good, man.
What was that determination like in the final 10 minutes? They took the brief lead, and then Dylan, you hit that big three-pointer. Just what was the determination not to let this one slip away?
Just like the UNLV and the SDSU game, like both of those games, man, we wish we could have got those. And so we knew coming down the stretch, like I said earlier, basketball is a game of runs, but we wanted this one. Like you just said, our determination, we wanted this one. We had to get this one.
Yeah, we've been really working on our end of game situations. We've had some ones that we haven't pulled out. We haven't gotten the outcome we wanted. So I think this time it was just fighting for our life. It's been fighting for our life, but this was just a whole nother level.
DA, for you individually, how did it feel just to see the ball go in a lot more tonight? Obviously, you've been a big part of the offense the whole season, but last few weeks, obviously, a bit of a funk. Did your confidence come back tonight?
I wouldn't say I had lost my confidence or anything like that, but more so just trusting myself, and I would say just trusting my work, the work I put in, the days I'm in the gym, the days that I'm just, tired and still want to come in. So I know for a fact those are shots that I make in the game. Those are shots that I make in practice, and, tonight was the night they fell. And so let's keep it going.
You obviously started to get things going in the last game, and then you got the cramps and couldn't.
Yeah.
How tough was that? And just how much did you want to come back out tonight and do it again?
It's a horrible feeling, especially my boy Drew here hit that shot to go into overtime. So I was hoping that was enough time for me to be able to get back on the court, but couldn't do it, man. And so I have full body cramps, and so my body was locked up. But just coming into today, I made sure to just hydrate my body and made sure that wasn't going to happen again.
DA, you guys are in the league for 30 minutes, they take the lead and you hit the 3-pointers, go back ahead. Just that moment specifically, the fans get back into it, you've taken the lead. Just what was that moment like for you?
It was just, to me, it's just another basketball play at the end of the day. Just our fans being here showing the support, especially after us, losing those 4 games in a row, just shows how much they really love Boise basketball, and we really appreciate that. And that did get me riled up a little bit for sure, and I feel like that played a part in how we won this game too.
I didn't necessarily lose confidence in yourself, but how hard has the last couple of weeks been? You always want to contribute to the team that wins, and maybe the shots didn't fall. So what kind of got you through it mentally almost? Just the work I put in, just coming in the gym every day. Just being in the gym puts a smile on my face, and my teammates talking to me, they trust me, they tell me every day, in practice, shoot that ball. We know what you can really do. And, coming into games, previous games, I wasn't shooting it the best. We all know that. And today, that ball fell.
And so let's just keep carrying this momentum on.
It didn't even seem like your shot selection was like vastly different or anything. Like, would you say that? It just seemed like the ball went in.
No, not at all. It's just the ball was going in the basket.
Yeah, I'd like to chime in real quick. I mean, today is not a surprise at all. Like we all know what type of player DA is, and honestly, it's more surprising. I'm way more surprised when he has games where the ball's not going in than this type of game. Like, we all know what he's capable of, and we all know what he does day to day, and we all know his impact. Even if he's not hitting shots, we know his impact for this team and how valuable it is. So regardless of if he is having a scoring night or who else is having a scoring night, we know that DA is going to be here for us.
You mentioned the San Diego State game, being close. Obviously, the Grand Canyon game, you got it down to 4. The UNLV game, how much better do you guys feel like you are than a team that lost 4 in a row? And I guess how much confidence do you still have here that you can win a lot of games here moving forward?
Yeah, we have maximum confidence. I mean, it's tough to go on a streak like that, but I mean, we know what type of work we put in. We know what type of coaching staff we have, and we know what type of connectivity we have. And there's a reason that we protect and value our culture here, because we know how valuable and how good it is. So we just continue to go back to our process, continue to go back to our work, and know that we're going to get the outcome that we want, because we're going to keep working as hard as we possibly can for it.
Storm can't last forever, baby.
The storm can't last forever. How about that? Nice words there from DA. And I'm loving some of the comments coming in here. People said I was sweating, so I had to have been practicing. I was sweating because I was nervous, and also because I'm wearing a huge vest and a long sleeve shirt here, and I had to run back to find the basketball. So, and I'm just extremely out of shape. Oh, we're still playing the interview there. Sorry about that. But yeah, I think it's mostly just me being completely out of shape. I mean, I may have been the heaviest guy to ever go 9 for 10 from the free throw line in history here, but I'll take that, I guess. Yeah, I'm actually feeling pretty good. I am feeling a little good. And if you guys noticed, I was 8 for 8, and then Jay made a comment about Dylan Andrews being 7 for 8 from the line, and I chuckled, and it threw me off, and that made me miss. My rhythm was all messed up there. But I was 8 for 8 at one point, so that was kind of fun. And now I feel vindicated. I had a bad moment on the broad jump. I wasn't prepared for it. I was completely out of shape and had done all the other drills and literally had jello in my legs. I had nothing, and I hadn't done a broad jump in a long time. I kind of forgot how to do it, and I had to go first. I did the first broad jump, and so basically just like hopped over there, didn't even jump. And Sean, you going to give one a try? You want to go live on the show here? Should we have Sean Goodwin try one? I don't know if they'll let us do it real quick. They're already done. We could sneak out here real quick if Sean wants to. Do you guys want to see Sean Goodwin do one here? I mean, I made 9 out of 10, so I'll let anybody try that wants to at this point. Like, no excuse for anybody to go less than 90% now. I agree. I mean, I can now talk whatever trash I want if somebody misses a big free throw, because I can say I went 9 for 10 from the line at ExtraMile Arena with the pressure on the line. So. Sean Goodwin, Idaho Statesman. Do you want to give one a shot here? All right, he'll go one shot. Give us a quick come around here first for a second. Give us a quick thought here. We're gonna take the jacket off. You gotta yeah, you can take the jacket off here. We're gonna, without trying to get in trouble here, we're gonna let Sean Goodwin take one shot here. Sean, say hello to the folks here and just give us a thought. You're a soccer guy. What's your basketball background here?
Yeah, I'm English, so don't expect a lot. I was on the school team back in England when I was about 12.
Okay.
We won the Northwest England Championship, and that was about the last time I properly played.
Okay.
So
now we kind of have a little bit of fun before practice sometimes, shooting a couple. But you would say the last time you shot a free throw with this kind of pressure and people watching would be when? Ever? Have you ever shot one with 608 people watching?
No.
All right, Sean Goodwin. Let's see what you got, man. We're going to give you a chance here. Now, like I said, I went 9 of 10, so I'll let you shoot whatever you want out there. But let me get the camera set up here for our man Sean Goodwin, Idaho Statesman, good friend, does a great job. We're going to give him a chance here. Sean Goodwin in front of the whole world here. He has his chance. Oh! You better redeem yourself. Now, that did graze the rim. That was not a Johnny ball game air ball. That at least did touch the front of the rim there. It barely hit the side. But here's attempt 2. Oh, swish. Okay. All right. He's calling it. He's calling it 1 for 2 with a swish. How about that? Sean Goodwin also. And now we got the soccer skills now as well. So Sean walking over with a little confidence too. He's got a little swagger there. So all right, Sean, you go 1 of 2, and you did get a swish on your second one. So not as bad as the Johnny Ball game air ball, but nice job. You made one. You can say we'll just edit out the one you missed. Yeah. Well, there you go. Who said sports writers aren't any good at sports? I mean, it looks way easier on the side, but maybe it's not. Maybe we're yeah. Well, there you go. How about that? There you go. Good job, man. Nice job. Have a good evening. Sean Goodwin, you can check out his work in the Idaho Statesman. And how about that? He walked up and made one as well. So, I mean, we could just see who else is walking by here. If anybody Janders want to try one, or we could just, maybe that's kind of a new segment, just randomly have people try the free throws here. So, all right, it's 12:48. For some reason, there's still 75 of you on YouTube watching, other folks on Twitter and elsewhere. I'm in a great mood. Boise State won. I'm not having any haters in the chat that I'm having to, defend Leon for or fend off. And I just made 9 of 10 free throws. And that's great. I can't wait to go back and read some of the comments and stuff. But how about that? That is, I'm never shooting another free throw again because I made my 9 of 10. And I was 8 of 8. I really wanted to go 10 of 10 so bad. And if you notice, the first couple were not great. The first couple front end, I had one on the back that rolled around. But once I kind of was 3 or 4 in, I think I switched a couple. I was starting to have a little better feel for it. I mean, I've shot plenty of free throws in my life, but out in this big arena, it feels a little further away. And there's certainly a little depth perception out there. That was fun. That was go get yourself a Cutwater to celebrate. Well, I'm going to go with a Sun Cruiser. We're going to go with the Sun Cruiser here, the studio Sun Cruiser, Sun Cruiser Studio. So that's where I'll be going. That's where you guys should be going to. Challenging everybody in Ada County after going 9 of 10. Didn't hear about any players hitting the portal. Again, they don't have to actually show up in the portal. They just have to email Boise State and say they're putting their name in, and they may not show up in the portal for a couple days. But I don't think that I haven't heard anything. Spencer was at the game, came over and talked to me and Johnny briefly, but I haven't heard anything to think there'd be any reason to worry. Yeah, we could do some sort of fundraiser for maybe the Idaho Youth Sports Commission or something on some free throw attempts. Yeah, it wasn't the prettiest. My form probably wasn't the prettiest. And like I said, I think I may have, cracked the court out there, the heaviest person to stand on the free throw line that's, 6 feet tall, maybe in history, to make a couple shots there. But yeah, fun night. Boise State gets the win. I think we've thanked all of our sponsors on here. Make sure you get to the Sun Cruiser Studios. We appreciate Sun Cruiser, whether it's the iced tea vodka, the lemonade vodka, and of course they have all the various variety packs and things. And our title sponsor, Lithia Ford of Boise. You can go to lithiafordboise.com, view their full inventory of vehicles, and certainly that's a great company. Appreciate Jim Sturk and company and Jamie Drake and the whole crew there. Get out to Lithia Ford, and they've got Ben Ford on now as an NIL deal. They got some other ones coming. I think I have Coach D's vehicle. I think Spencer or Coach D, Jeremiah. So if you're looking for somebody that will someone that supports Boise State in a big way, that's our friends Jim Sturk, Lithia Ford of Boise. We appreciate them. We appreciate Sun Cruiser, Idaho Central Credit Union, ICCU.com. Jacksons, get that 75-cent drink on Monday from our friends at Jackson since the Broncos got 75 points. Taco Bell, you can go to TacoBellWorks.com and check them out. Of course, the Blue and Orange Store. Order anywhere in the world online, theblueandorange.store.com. Signature Roofing, all your roofing needs. Check out Signature Roofing, mysignatureroofing.com. BoucherRealEstate.com, Matt Boucher and Company. Again, our player of the game tonight was Dylan Andrews, our Boucher Real Estate player of the game. Element Fencing, all your fencing needs online at elementfencing.com. We had Javen Buchanan with 4 steals as our Element Fencing defensive player of the game. Ridley's Family Markets. You can download that Skip app at shopridleys.com. Rowpaint.com, 20% off your winter painting projects at rowpaint.com. Transportation Compliance Service. TCS, all your you want to get into the trucking industry, they can help you out at Transportation Compliance Service. But appreciate all of our great sponsors. And Spalding needs a sponsor BNN. Actually, this is a Nike ball, I believe. Yep, they use the I know Jordan knows all about that. The Nike balls here on the for Boise State, and they have to use a different kind of ball when they go to the Mountain West tournament and some of the other games. But yeah, Yeah, where's my banner at? There's no other player banners. Maybe I could be the first one for going 9 of 10 from the free throw line. But that was fun. Fun night. Appreciate you guys for having fun with it. And that was kind of fun. My wife will get a kick out of that tomorrow morning when she wakes up and I show her the video. So don't know about the ball for next year. Good question there. Don't know about the ball for next year. Yes, Coach D did stay pretty much the whole game. There might have been a couple minutes left maybe when he was walking out. I don't know, but he was here pretty much the whole game. I think that they had some recruits. I'm not sure what was going on. But, yeah, shout out to Coach D for coming to the game tonight. Maybe that was what they needed to turn things around. Coach D shows up, gives them some mojo, and they get a big win. So, again, 79-73 the final. Nathan Carroll has an article in the system. I'll get that posted. I'll have a post-game story as well. And they want the air ball. I wonder if I can find it, if I have it saved in here. Let's just look for air ball and see if it pops up. I bet you I have it in here somewhere. Let's see, air ball. We'll search the Mac for air ball. Let's see if Johnny's clip is in here. It's not popping up right now. Ball game, maybe. What would it popped up as? I'll have to find it. I know it's on Twitter somewhere. The air ball from Johnny, because that was when was that? A year or two ago? I've had to clean out some of the clips on here because I'm running out of memory, but I bet you I have it in here somewhere. Yeah, I'll have to look and find it. I can't find it right now, but I know we have it on a previous show. The air ball. Yeah, if you guys don't remember that, Johnny was doing post game and he walked out there and said he was going to make it, and he airballed the free throw on live. So I at least yeah, mine rolled around. I got kind of lucky on the first one, but once I started getting a little confidence, then I got it rolling a little bit. But fun night. Appreciate you guys for checking out the show. And I got some confidence now. I kind of want to go shoot some more, but I'm going to call it at 9 for 10 and call it a night. And appreciate you guys. Fun night. We've been on here for an hour and 20 minutes. There's still 600 of you. Jack Wagons on here talking and having fun. And we haven't had a night like this in a while. Been a rough couple of weeks on the post-game show, trying to keep folks from jumping off the bridge and trying to talk about the big picture of the team and the season. And it has not been a great couple of weeks here for the Broncos, for our post-game shows. So kind of fun to have a fun game, fun result, and Boise State wins, and you're all happy, and that means I can be happy. And then I make the free throws too, just to have some icing on the cake there and have a little fun. So they're wanting me to play the janitor one-on-one. There's about 5 of them, and they're all females right now, so I might actually have a chance that way. But no, they're working hard, and they stopped to let us shoot, so I actually feel bad for that. But they're getting all the trash out of the student section right now, and appreciate them. But thank you for watching, Josh and Brenley, and appreciate you guys. And yeah, fun night, fun win. Congratulations to all of you. I know it's been a tough couple of weeks for you guys, the 4-game losing streak. And hey, it's one game. I get it. A lot of season left. Very well could go lose the next game at Wyoming. I think there's a decent chance that might happen, but at least for one night, a little bit, got a good vibe going and got a win, and you guys can have a good Saturday and Sunday. I forgot it's Friday night too. Wow, I was thinking Saturday night, but Friday night, so we get the whole weekend to watch some playoff football the next couple of days, and that is awesome. That it's a Friday night. I just realized that. So that's awesome. So hope you guys have a great weekend. Go subscribe. I should have said if I can make a certain number of free throws, we would just add some subscribers. I mean, helping out a charity is great, and I hope you all do that. But let's we should have done something to try to get some paying subscribers on here maybe as well, if I could have made a certain amount. So maybe we'll have to do that next time. But I don't even know who's playing tomorrow. I think the Seahawks play tomorrow. I forget who the other game is. Is that the Texans game maybe? Texans Bills? I don't even know who's playing. So been way too busy with work and kids stuff and everything else. But it's 12:56 a.m. We've been on for an hour and 22 minutes. All you guys go have another Sun Cruiser and hit the bed. Hope you enjoy some Sun Cruisers during the NFL games tomorrow and Sunday. Hope you go check out Lithia, Florida, Boise. Oh, Broncos versus Bills. That's right. I'll probably go Bills for that one. Let's go Bills, and I guess Seahawks tomorrow. I'll root for Johnny and Tust and all the Seahawk fans. But check out Lithia, Ford, Boise for all your needs when you're looking to buy that next vehicle. You can do it at Lithia, Florida, Boise, and of course Jacksons, our post-game show sponsor here. We appreciate Jacksons and everybody there at Jacksons, Todd Michael and the whole crew. And again, they got 75 points, so you get the 75-cent fountain drink on Monday. Yes, I believe there is going to be a show on Monday. We will do a show on Monday before I fly out to Laramie. So I've got a flight to Laramie, but we will do a show on Monday. So I hope you guys can join us on Monday, even with the holiday. I think the plan is to do a show on Monday, talk some basketball, some football, and get set for the game at Wyoming on Tuesday night. But go subscribe if you can, BroncoNationNews.com, and go support all of our sponsors. Get that 75-cent fountain drink on Monday from Jacksons, and get some Sun Cruisers at Jacksons, and go check out Lithia Ford of Boise. So appreciate you guys. Fun show. Glad I could redeem myself a little bit from the broad jump. And who knows? Maybe I'm going to go on this. Remember that show they had, Shaq Versus, back in the day, where Shaquille O'Neal like went up against Albert Pujols and all these famous athletes like playing sports, and it was called Shaq Versus, I think, on like ABC. I actually covered it when I was in St. Louis. It was like more than a decade ago. None of you probably even remember the show or know what I'm talking about, but like Shaquille O'Neal did a show where he just challenged all these star athletes in their sport. And maybe that's something that is on the horizon for me. Who knows? No. Well, they do have an airport. They do, but you can't fly. I'm not flying in there. There's like 1 or 2 flights a day, and it's really not worth it because of the layover and everything. So I'll be flying to Denver, and then I'll be driving to 2.5 hours from Denver to Laramie on Monday afternoon. But no, I'm not taking on Shaq. I'm saying Shaq did a show where he took on other athletes. So maybe now I can take on Dylan Andrews in a free throw shooting contest or something. Like or I can maybe take on some other athletes, maybe a putting contest against one of the golfers or something. I don't know. I'm just saying I feel unstoppable right now. So we'll see what's on the horizon. But appreciate you guys. And yes, the only Shaq that matters, Khalil Shakir. Hopefully he can find the end zone tomorrow. And hopefully Halani can do some things for the Seahawks as well. And we'll see what happens. So enjoy your weekend. Go subscribe. Check out BroncoNationNews.com. Go support the sponsors. And we'll see you Monday morning, 9 a.m., Bronco Nation News, online, BroncoNationNews.com. Fun night. Appreciate you guys. We'll talk to you later.